Welcome to Stormchaser, the Mack roller coaster, the spinning coaster here at Paultons Park. Now, of course, you get to see the ride from up there, as you've just seen it leave, but you never really get to see it from down here. Two-train system. If you didn't know, it has an elevator which lifts the second train on, and the workstation is underneath the ride, which is probably mainly the reason why you kind of walk up. Being a Mack ride, as you can imagine, very well put together, including spare parts and things which you can see come from Mack, and the bits that they keep, including wheels. I don't know what these are, but we're going to ask the question. So again, much like the other coaster we've looked at, you can see just how incredibly detailed this is. Including the Mack ride's control panel over the back. Look at this. Around the other side, you can see the train goes round.
So yeah, tablet here, you can connect the train either using the plugs here, or you connect via the pickups using this.
And this goes in.
So this will go the pickups here. So
oh yeah, on the
station.
side. Yeah. And then all the restraints and everything can be checked. In fact, the train looks completely different this side, doesn't it?
Yeah, a few different bits this side.
Yeah, you don't see any of the motors, any of the obviously the self-righting motors from the other side, and all the connections to the power.
We've also got manual gondola locking, so that will lock the gondola, stop it from spinning.
Yeah.
And we've got the chain pickups and the fallback bars there as well. So that's what's different on this
the
side.
anti-roll back and everything. So actually, yeah, this side of the train is completely different to the other side. It's quite unrecognisable, actually. Right, so these are going to be future improvements for wheel guards. They come through from Mack. Every so often they basically have a slight design change. If it's warranted for a ride, they'll send it out as part of the warranty, the ride being under warranty. So these will be fitted onto the ride over the next couple of weeks, he said. It's not a safety thing, it's just a general enhancement improvement. And they're basically going to go on here. So they will replace these, and that will basically, the bit you're seeing around the bottom then comes around here to cover more of the wheel. But yeah, just arrived fresh from Mack, brand new parts, brand new bolts. So the wheels themselves, I'd ask about the wheels. They're all Mack original wheels which they have on this ride. Colour wise, I believe it's a compound change, but nothing between the wheels whatsoever, absolutely nothing. And as you sim around the other side, under looking at this train, completely different around the other side. Incredible to see, absolutely incredible. And yeah, the ride is currently running above us. Have some spares around here, some of them will be noticeable, like chain dog bits. Look at trap bolts, look at the size of that bolt. Oh my god, that thing is massive, absolutely massive. And then everything is labelled, although we can't reference what an M12, M10, no, I can't reference what that is, I'm sure they can, and probably anyone that deals with bolts and things, I certainly can't. Everything is also lined up really nicely along here. These, I would imagine, are for the wheel check-ins. 1, 2, 3 sizes. When you look at the wheels, 1, 2, 3 sizes, and they'll check on those when they're doing testing and things. So this workshop is a little bit bigger, certainly a little bit bigger than the one down at Cobra. But yeah, they said during the closed season it's obviously a little bit more difficult to get the seats out where it's quite so tight. So it takes approximately 3 hours for one engineer to do both trains on a daily check. So you've got to be thinking, when they're running 2 trains, you know, they've got to be really, really on the ball, like really on the ball. Today they're only running one train. It's not a super busy day, which is why they're doing it. And they're going to do the daily checks on this shortly. They basically start at one end, work their way down the other, and then they swap the trains over. It's open slightly later in the evening for the super fans events tonight. And then, of course, it will be ready for tomorrow as well. But yeah, just look at it. Now, one thing you don't often get to see either as the train comes back in is the air gates, which you will see shortly. I don't actually think I've ever seen air gates underneath, and it looks really simple. And there they go. I love it. Original build document all ticked off as the ride went up. Here we go, here is the building. I assume these are taken from the offices. Looking down, and as we saw on the schematics there, so this is obviously Stormchaser. And we did come actually when this was being built, in fairness. And they also have a manual, an actual real life manual.
Let's go.
We were trying to find out how much it weighs, but when you look, I mean, you can see like everything in here is quite something. When you look,
It goes on forever.
yeah, it does. It just says spinning coaster 10151, and then yeah, specification says underweight. It just says approx. It's not actually in there,
No way.
but it tells you everything that you can do. Just really incredible. Absolutely incredible to actually see a manual. Right, and then we have Lost Kingdom and the building of the Lost Kingdom. Right off the pterosaur. You can see it being built while Magna's open with people on. See the theming going up whilst the coaster's still being done. And then this is your starting point, which is quite something.
Right guys, we're just going to move this train back as we start the daily inspection on it. This is what we do every morning. Everyone's clear. What we'll do is we'll jog it back to these sliders here. Push it back on the wheels, obviously free moving.
Now, so these are the spacer parts here, which actually take it off the track so you don't get the dead spots. Anyone that rides Mandrill Mohem may know about dead spots because that's why it's rough in the mornings. So they roll the train back, they then take these off so they can start the daily inspection of the ride. And then they can continue it and it will roll back down. And you'll see now that these are loose as it balances slightly, and they can move and turn bits like that and start their daily inspections. So these are from annual inspections when the ride is completely dismantled, labelled up, put across. And this is what the chassis goes down to. It's hard to believe that that chassis comes down to this. Of course, that'll be the main workshop, which you can see other rides and attractions in there as well. That's incredible to see. Absolutely incredible to see. So what he's just told us is there's a tablet over there. This is the first part to have it on the spinning coaster. They can plug it in to the train, and you can do everything on it. It will tell you where the car is. It will tell you where the seat positions is, what the restraint systems are at. It's absolutely amazing. And as you can see, he's starting the greasing, the cleaning. There's going to be 2 of them doing it today. and then we check the wheels, and where it's kind of where they've removed the stoppers now, you can see the whole chassis and everything just moves. And they check every aspect of the wheel. It's greased up, it's all cleaned. It's just fascinating, isn't it? Absolutely fascinating. Right, so we come around this side because the gent this side has a very slightly different layout. This is the magical tablet. So there's more connections this side. Check cables.
Yeah, check
Yeah.
them secure, check that these have got enough life left in them to last. So actually they wear down as they rub on the pickup rails, you can see.
Yep, because they're just long here.
Checking that's the power for the rotational motors and that.
How long would they last normally?
They do tend to last quite a long time,
Yeah.
like a good couple of months each one sort of thing.
That's
so
all.
yeah, we don't have to change them that frequently.
So this
Here
side.
as well, we have so this is your chain pickup that takes you up over the lift.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get out of the way, you go to get in and have a bit of a closer look.
I think I've seen spare one of those over there as well.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's got the chain pickup and the fallback as well, so if the lift was to stop at any point, drop back.
Anti-rollbacks on there as well. Yeah, so it'll take them about 45 minutes to do the daily checks on this train, but if you've ever wondered what they are, from wheel to connections to bolts to grease, so the actual main system is greased once a week, but the wheels are greased to help around the track. And we did ask about the wheels as well. So we said the darker wheels, technically they are the same wheels, but it's a slightly different compound, and the rides seem to react differently to different compounds. So that darker one will be the one they seem to think they'll be using going forward. It seems to be slightly better one to be using for them.
What you'll now get is Tom will now transfer that out into the lift, and you'll hear the chain dog grab in a second once he moves that out there. We've got the pickup tap clear, that one there, you'll then bring this one in. So that one we expected earlier on.